Hey everybody, it's Lisa with PMZ Real Estate here in Northern California, and I am sitting at a listing that I have, and the agent that's supposed to be showing it didn't show up, so I've decided to film a little video while I'm waiting because I'm bored, and I thought it would be fun to do like 20 questions, just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. I pulled up some random 20 questions on my little surface here, so yeah, so go through and answer them, and I thought it would be fun. So here we go. So number one is, what shows are you into? Well, if you've been following the channel at all with any type of regularity, you would probably know that Friends is a big one of mine. I still watch it all the time. I love it. Big Bang Theory was another one. Let's see what else. I'm really into just more like comedy, but like 90s, early 2000s comedy, because I don't find comedy shows nowadays funny at all. Maybe I've just gotten past the point where I find those things funny. I don't know, but let's see what else. We just watched WandaVision. I'm really looking forward to the Loki show that's coming out on Disney Plus pretty soon. So yeah, so Marvel type shows, I usually watch them because my husband likes them, and then I end up getting hooked on them, and then we watch them as a family, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so those are kind of what I'm into. Let's see, number two, what's your claim to fame? I don't think I have one. I don't think I have a claim to fame, and if I do, and anybody who's watching this and knows me, I guess you can put it in the comments, because I wouldn't even begin to know what that would be. So I don't know that one. Three, how often do you play sports? I'm not a sports person. In high school, I was on the dance team and stuff, but as far as like sports, that was not me. I was not that person. Are you usually late or early? Okay, well, if it's just me, I'm usually early, or I try to be. If it involves my husband or my kids, we are late. Not on purpose. I always try to get out the door early, and he does too, but for some reason, like when we're going anywhere as a family, we're usually late, and it drives us both crazy. But if it's like just me and my husband, or just me, then we're early, or we try to be. But normally when kids are involved, we're late. And I think almost any parent can feel that, right? Like, it's not just me. Okay. Number five is, what quirks do you have? Other than speaking in random Disney references or Friends references or something, I don't know if I have any quirks. I wouldn't say I do really. I mean, unless you think like I tend to drink more liquid out of a straw. Like, I prefer a straw, but that's not really a quirk. Like, I can drink without one. So I don't know what falls in the level of a quirk. Quirk is a weird word. I'm just starting to notice. I keep saying quirk. Quirk is weird. Yeah, so I don't really know if I have any quirks. Quirk. How often do you people watch? All the time. All the time. Like, I love just going and sitting somewhere and people watching. Like, that is my jam. I am totally about that. So, like, especially if we're on vacation and we have like a balcony that like overlooks somewhere, like a plaza or something, and I can people watch from there, I will literally it'll be like my morning thing to do. Like, I'll sit on the balcony and I'll just people watch, because it's really interesting to me, especially if I'm visiting, just to see people like wandering around doing their thing. Like, I love doing that. So yeah, I people watch a lot, and I find it very like relaxing and calming, and just like a total zen thing to do, just to sit out and just watch people be people. Like, am I the only one who feels that way? Like, it's your jam, right? Like, people who people watch know that's the cool thing to do, right? Just me? Yeah, okay. What's your favorite drink? In terms of like, and I'm probably gonna say like a lot because it's my think word, so sorry about that. My favorite drink. I enjoy, like if I'm ordering something from Starbucks or something, I usually do either pink drink if I don't want coffee, or caramel macchiato or white chocolate mocha if it's warm, or if it's cold and I want warm white chocolate mocha. And I always have to get the salted caramel mocha frappuccinos when they're out. That is like my fall thing. I know fall has arrived when the mocha salted caramel frappuccinos are there. Like that is my fall thing. I have to have at least one, otherwise my year is completely ruined. I know that sounds weird, but people understand me, right? It's not just me, right? As far as just normal everyday drinks, I tend to do like, I don't know, like water most of the time, Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi person, not a Coke person. Sorry, Coke people. Yeah, so there's not, as far as alcoholic drinks, I'm really not much of a drinker. I enjoy like the occasional pina colada if I'm in Hawaii or something, but I'm really not much of a drinker. It's not a thing of mine. What do you hope never changes? Well, that's a word, isn't it? Or a question. What do you hope never changes? There's a lot of things I would change. Let's be honest. Especially in COVID world. But one thing I hope never changes is I guess sort of my family's ability to just be around each other. Like my kids, grandparents, all this sort of stuff. I hope it never changes that we can just be around each other and enjoy each other's company, genuinely enjoy each other's company, and just be around each other. Like I love just hanging out and watching like WandaVision or something with my kids, or just being able to go to the beach and just hanging out. Like I hope that never changes, even as we all grow up and the kids grow old and you know all that sort of stuff. I hope that's one thing that never changes. Like, you know, being a family, being connected, and being able to connect with other people and enjoy, just genuinely enjoy our lives and our time together. I hope that never changes. I hope we always have the ability to do that, because that is what life's all about, being in those moments. Like we live for those moments, right? I mean, I do. My kids, I do with my kids and all that sort of stuff. So I hope that's one thing that never changes, is the ability to have those moments. What is my dream car? I don't really have one. I feel like that's more like a guy question. What is your dream car? My dream car is just one that I can fit all my kids in and it won't break down on me and it's nice on the inside, you know, like that's pretty much it. I don't have a dream car that I'm like seeking, but I'm not, my husband currently wants the brand new Broncos that are coming out. So that would be his dream car. But me, not so much. Where would you rather be from? I'm pretty happy being from California, let's be honest. Like I'm from where I'm from. I'm connected to my place, so I'm okay with that. What songs have you completely memorized? Pretty much every single Disney song. If it was a Disney song from the 90s and the movie was relatively, even if it was a little obscure, but pretty much any Disney song I have memorized. A lot of the 90s songs, 80s rock songs. I've memorized a lot of music from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and then I sort of dropped off and stayed there. So my best friend, she always laughs at me because she'll just like randomly play little snippets of like early 90s songs or something, and I'll just start singing the whole song and she'll be like, "You are like a music jukebox." Like, okay, what's this one? What's this one? It's like something she plays with me all the time. It's hilarious. And she's like, "Oh my God, you know it all." And I was like, but I grew up with a musical family. So yeah, it's just music was around. So I memorized a lot of it. Um, what would you rate 10 out of 10? This is kind of an open-ended question. I don't really know what they're asking here. What would I rate 10 out of 10? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things I would rate 10 out of 10 as far as like you should really like recommendations and stuff, but I don't know. Like in terms of shops in the area, like I would rate Dragon Fairy 10 out of 10. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll put a little tag here for the shops on the Miracle Mile. I would rate that. I would rate Komachi Sushi like 10 out of 10 because their sushi is awesome. They're in Lodi. Look them up if you want sushi in Lodi. I would rate, Disneyland 10 out of 10 for family experience. Pismo Beach 10 out of 10 for a there's a lot of things I would rate 10 out of 10. So it needs to be a little bit more, narrowing that down just a tad because I'm not really sure what exactly they're looking for. What job would you be terrible at? Office work. Not because I can't do it. I can do it. I've done it before. It's just I'm terrible at it because I get bored and I don't want to be there. Like I wouldn't be good at like anything that is too monotonous, anything that you do the same thing every day all the time. I can't do it. It drives me crazy. I need something that's different. I need something that's new and fresh and thing like, yeah. So that's why I've sort of always done a little bit of everything. So the job I would be terrible at is anything that is the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Like I can't do it. Some people can do it and some people like rock at that stuff, but that's not me. I can't do that. What are you absolutely determined to do? Like in life? Apparently, these are some really deep questions. I am absolutely determined to be a good mom in life, and I'm hoping I'm doing that. My kids are, some of them are teenagers now, so I'm determined to be a good mom. I'm determined to be supportive, yet not completely supportive because they do have to grow up and be independent. I'm determined to live a good life. I mean, it's like I'm pretty damn determined to do certain things, and one of it is to just live a life that I want, not that somebody tells me to do or that society tells me to do or whatever. So I'm pretty darn determined to do that. So what skill would you like to master? Okay, I've always wanted to learn and master, like, I don't know, master, but learn like pottery, like potter's wheel. Like I really want to do that. I did it a little bit in like middle school when we did like our home ec and stuff. I totally want to do it. Like if I had the space in my house, and my husband would probably kill me, but if I had the space in my house, I would get like a potter's wheel and like a kiln, and that would be my jam. Like I totally want to do that. I've always wanted, like I said, not necessarily master. Like I don't want to be like the best in the world, like that kind of thing. But I would love to have the skill to like make pottery. Like I think that's so cool. So weird. What website do you visit most often? Lately, Realtor.com, because I'm looking for houses for people. And I do the professional side of it, like go figure, I'm a realtor. So I'm on like house searching, the MLS and stuff like that all the time. So yeah, that's where I'm at most often. If it's not that, then it's YouTube. Either checking on my channel or checking out other people's channels and stuff like that. Like but that's probably a website most of us look at more often nowadays, right? Like Facebook and social medias and YouTube. Like that's pretty it's pretty obvious. What would your perfect room look like? Okay, so I am kind of weird when it comes to design and stuff. I'm very fluid with it, so it changes. So I don't have like a perfect image of what my perfect room would look like, because it sort of changes all the time. So right now my rooms are like light grays and dark grays and all that sort of stuff. But before it used to be like browns and earthy tones, and now it's more like cool tones. I used to love earthy tones and warm tones, and now I'm going more onto the cool side because I've been around warm tones too. So like it just very fluid, very changing. So my bedspread changes a lot because that's the easiest thing in the room to change. I'm not going to paint the room every time I want to change color. So I tried to find a very neutral gray that can go with different colors as accents, because let's face it, we can't, my room is big. I can't completely repaint it. It would drive me crazy. What movie title best describes your life? I don't know enough movie titles to really do that. I don't know. I can't think of one. If I happen to think of one before I post this video, if I post this video, when I post this video, I'll like put it somewhere. Because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would use to describe my life in a movie title. So that one's a hard one. What age do you want to live to? It says it can get a little morbid, but it doesn't have to. I would want to live to at least 80s, as long as I'm healthy. I know that sounds weird. Like you're like, oh, only 80? I have to live as long as I can, as long as I'm healthy. You know? But yeah, I'd be happy being around the 80s, 90s. Like I said, as long as I'm healthy, as long as, you know, everything's okay. I would be happy around then. 70s, I'd feel like I was a little cheated. But 80s would be okay. What takes up too much of your time? Laundry, dishes, chores of any kind. Taking care of the house of any kind, that takes up a lot of time, and I don't like it. Oh, and editing YouTube videos. I'm actually starting to think I might find an editor to do that, because it's just starting to take up way too much of my time. And I love doing it, but I hate editing it because I hate going back and seeing myself. I'm sure a lot of people who do this feel the same way. So, okay, I think my next appointment is here, so I'm gonna get off. I think that was about 20 questions, I think. So that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Click on this video if you want to see something else. I don't really know what it's gonna be, just to be 100% honest. But yeah, I hope you like learning a little bit about me, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!